Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's actually true. Because usually those guys are saying about, oh, I made $1 million on the internet. They're like 19, 22 years old, and they may have. I'm entirely open to the idea that they actually made what they said they made. But more than likely, they're full of
I don't want to give away too much of your personal information, but you've been doing this a while. Mm-hmm. You've got a couple houses in your rental portfolio.
A few.
You still do a couple flips a year. You and your wife, Amy, have a plane, and y'all like to fly around and like a cool, I follow you all over Instagram and Facebook. You got like the cabin in the mountains. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of investors see or hear that kind of thing, and they think a year or two they can get there, right? And they want to skip all that headache stuff. Maybe talk a little bit about the way that you and Amy have designed your lifestyle, some of the realities behind the growing pains of real estate that maybe people have to go through. And then the obvious sell, of course, is how having a good system helps you do it or could have gotten you there quicker type conversation.
I mean, we travel a lot, yes. We do a lot of things, but it comes down to necessity. When I got into real estate full time, we were dabbling in it before that part time. When I got into it full time, it's because I had to have that time available to do what I wanted. Our kids had health issues. We were flying from Oklahoma City up to New York City at some points twice a month for doctor's appointments, and a W-2 won't let you do that. And it's just not going to happen. So it's funny, when things are a necessity, they happen. So being able to be flexible was something that we always had to have. And yeah, people think, oh, I'm just going to jump in, I'm going to make $1 million next year. I saw this, YouTube video, and it's like, okay, it's not that easy. It is hard work. It'll take some time. You'll have some ups, you'll have some downs. Don't get too down when it's down. Don't beat yourself up too much. But also, when you have those highs, don't blow that money. I mean, I've heard people say, oh, I got my first deal, I made $27,000, and I went on a vacation. I'm like, you spent $27,000 on a vacation? Damn. That's an expensive-ass vacation.
Well, one thing, I think it needs to be said, probably in every single video. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's actually true. Because usually those guys are saying about, oh, I made $1 million on the internet. They're like 19, 22 years old, and they may have. I'm entirely open to the idea that they actually made what they said they made. But more than likely, they're full of
Yeah, it's just like people who say, oh, I had 30 deals a month every month. Okay, maybe you did. How many of those did you close? How many did you actually close?
I got 200 contracts yesterday.
And did you make any money on them? If you're making $200 on a contract, you're not going to stay in business.
One of my, I'm going to give you a props. Go ahead. One of my favorite Facebook posts of all time is from this dude right here. And this is like maybe, 5-10 years ago.
You're going to make his head get big.
I know.
It already is.
It was he posted a picture of $150,000 check. Just because at the time on Facebook, everybody was like, look at my check. He's like, I broke even, And it just because it might have been 300,000. It doesn't matter what the number was, but it wasn't $1. But the whole point was I could show checks all day. That don't mean I made any money.
Nope.
So I just wanted to give you praise.
Well, so many investors use unsecured money. And so like even another Insta guru that recently posted like some $700,000 check. And you see it's from a flip. And you're just like, yeah, he didn't make $700,000. Because, to make $700,000, you're talking about a $4 or $5 million house. And that's if you actually execute really well and everything goes perfect. But one of the things I want to talk about, our friend Mike Hambright, we used to work together training and educating new home investors franchisees. And I always hated it when they had success out the gate.
Yeah.
Because they make $50,000 in that first month. In their mind,
this is easy.
No, they now make $50,000 a month.
Oh,
and you're like, wait, you spent $30,000 on a franchise, took you 6 months to train. We need to amortize that out. we need to be honest with ourselves. And by the way, you may not make that next month, so we need a cushion, right? Well, and so to what you were saying.
And also when they get, some of that's luck right off the bat. Then they start getting a big head, a la Tim. And they think they know it all, and so they start doing things different. They're not listening. They're not doing being as rigid on things. And the next thing you know, they lost $20,000.
I knew a guy his first deal, his first assignment he ever did, $300,000 assignment. 150 cash, 150 on a note. And he was told, don't blow this, use this to start your business. This is a massive win. It was a commercial deal. It was a massive win. Use this as an opportunity to build a business. Don't renovate your house. Don't go buy a new truck. Put it into the bank and get into marketing.
Yep.
He bought a new truck. He fixed up the house. He sold that note for $50K. He just gave up $100,000 just because he went broke like that. It's like, and it goes to the point of like, when somebody's giving you free advice, maybe listen.
But it's hard, and we've all been there. I know I've been there before. I've made money and been like, oh, boom, burn a hole in my pocket, let's get rid of it. But
That's me every month.
listen to people and realize you don't know everything.
Or get a wife that'll make you save it. That works for me.